8. This is the story of a woman who had nothing left to lose, no savings, no plan, no one believing in her, until she discovered one simple secret. She started waking up at 5 a.m. every single morning, and in just 90 days, her entire life completely changed. 8. What she did in those early morning hours will shock you, and it might just be the answer you have been searching for. Before we start, tell me in the comments, what time are you watching this right now, and where are you from? And if this story moves you, hit like and subscribe. 8. Because there is more where this came from. In a crowded city where rent kept rising faster than paychecks, there lived a 29-year-old woman named Amara. Amara worked as a cashier at a supermarket, the kind of job where your feet hurt by noon and nobody remembers your name. 8. Her shift started at 7 a.m. and ended at 4 p.m. Her salary barely covered rent, groceries, and the minimum payment on a credit card she was too afraid to check the balance on. She lived alone in a small apartment above a laundromat. The dryers hummed all night. 8. She fell asleep to that sound and woke up to her alarm. Exhausted before the day even began, Amara had dreams once. She had wanted to start her own business, something small, something hers. But every evening after work, she came home too tired to think, let alone build anything. 8. She would scroll her phone until midnight, watching other people's lives, other people's success, and then hate herself a little for wasting the night again. Her older brother called her every Sunday. Amara, when are you going to do something with your life? 8. You always talk about this business idea. You never start. She would laugh it off. Soon, I'm just tired right now. But soon never came because tired was every single day. The truth that hurt her the most was this. She was not lazy. She showed up to work on time, every day, for years. 8. She was reliable. She was hardworking. But hard work inside a life going nowhere is still going nowhere. Then, on a Thursday in March, Amara's landlord raised the rent. $200 more, starting next month. She sat on her kitchen floor that night and cried. 8. Not because of the money exactly, but because she suddenly understood, if nothing changed, this would be her life at 40, at 50, forever renting a room above a laundromat, always tired, always behind. The next morning, waiting for the bus. 8. She noticed a woman at the stop who was always there at 5:45, always calm, always reading something on her tablet, dressed like she was heading somewhere important. Amara finally asked her, "You're always here so early. Where do you work?" The woman smiled. "I don't start work until 9. 8. I just like being up before the world gets loud." Her name was Delphine. She ran 2 small online shops, and as Amara would learn, she had once been exactly where Amara was now. The 2 hours before the world wakes up, Delphine said, are the only 2 hours nobody can take from you. 8. No boss, no notifications, no emergencies, just you and what you decide to build. Amara laughed nervously. "I can barely wake up for my actual job." Delphine looked at her, not unkindly. "Then you're spending your only free hours asleep. 8. And your only awake hours working for someone else's dream. No wonder you feel stuck." That night, Amara didn't sleep much anyway, so she set her alarm for 5 a.m. out of something between anger and desperation. When it rang, her whole body wanted to ignore it. But she got up. 8. Delphine gave her a simple structure. Hour 1. Build a skill that could earn money. For Amara, that meant learning basic graphic design, since she'd always been good with color and layout but never trained. Hour 2. 30 minutes of movement. 8. 30 minutes to plan the actual business idea she'd been talking about for years and doing nothing with. The first 2 weeks were miserable. Her eyes burned. Her body begged for the extra hour of sleep. Twice she almost quit. But she kept picturing that kitchen floor, that crying. 8. That $200 she didn't have. By day 30, something shifted. Her design skills were improving. She'd finished 2 free courses and built a small portfolio of mock projects. By day 60, she made her first $10. 8. Designing a logo for a friend's dog walking business. It wasn't much, but it was hers, built in hours nobody else even knew existed. By day 90, Amara had 7 small paying clients on the side. 8. Her mornings were no longer something she dreaded. They were the only part of her day that felt like it belonged to her. She still worked at the supermarket for now, but the fear was gone. She had proof, in a folder on her laptop, that she could build something real. 6 months later. 8. Amara left the cashier job. Her design business was covering her rent, the raised rent that had once broken her on that kitchen floor. She still wakes up at 5 a.m., not because she has to anymore, but because those 2 hours are where she became someone new. 8. Her brother called last Sunday. This time, he didn't ask when she'd finally start. He asked how business was going. Here's what most people never understand. The difference between the life you have and the life you want is rarely talent, and it's rarely luck. 8. It's what you do with the hours nobody is watching. Between 5 and 7 in the morning, the world is quiet. No notifications, no one needing anything from you. Just you, deciding who you're going to become. So here's your challenge, the same one Delphine gave Amara. Tonight, 8. Set your alarm for 5 a.m., not 5:15, exactly 5 a.m., and put your phone across the room. Pick one skill or one small idea worth building. Commit to it for 90 days. Protect your bedtime because you cannot borrow tomorrow's energy from a night you gave away to your phone. 8. Amara had nothing but a decision. You have more than she started with. You have this video, an internet connection, and, right now, the choice. If you're ready to join the 5 a.m. club, like this video as your commitment and comment below. 8. What will you build in your first hour tomorrow? I'll be reading everyone. Your future self is waiting on the other side of that alarm. Don't make them wait another day.